You're listening to 90.8 Hills FM Radio.
This is 90.8 Hills FM radio station, using our voice to rate your choice. Stay tuned.
90.8 Hills FM, in partnership with Task Force for Music and Arts, presents TaFMA Thursday. Stay tuned to listen to local artists every Thursday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. on 90.8 Hills FM.
Hello, good people out there. A very good evening to you all. You are tuned into 90.8 Hills FM Timopur, the voice of change, the first ever community radio in Nagaland. And I am RJ Ayan, welcoming you to our TaFMA Thursday segment. Listeners, I am very excited to introduce our guest today. She is a solo artist, the winner of Voice of Nagaland Season 2, 2015, the one and only Miss Vinika Yeptho. And she is also a former member of the girl band, Breathy Rhythm, and they even represented Nagaland in the Northeast Festival, Bangkok, Thailand. And I cannot wait to get to know more about our guest Vinika today as she proceeds to share her stories, journeys to us through our guest host RJ Tula. So listeners, are you ready? I'm sure that you guys are even more ready than I am, because when it comes to music, our listeners are all in for it. So come on, let us all now listen to their conversations.
Hello, dear listeners. Welcome to another episode of 90.8 Hills FM, the voice of change, your very own radio station. So, my dear listeners, today in the studio we have an accomplished artist with us. She is a solo artist impaneled under TaFMA, which you all know is Task Force of Music and Arts in Nagaland, right? And she is also the winner of the Voice of Nagaland Season 1. And a former member of the folk fusion girl band Breathy Rhythm. Now, this particular girl band has participated and even represented the country in the Northeast Festival, which was held in Bangkok, Thailand. She is also a representative of Sumi community in the Voice of Nagaland as one project, which I believe many of us already know. We have come across it in YouTube as well. And this particular project, it has also won the Auspicious Governors Award and a memento of the Voice of Nagaland Choir, who participated in national TV shows such as India's Got Talent and Dil Hai Hindustani. And of course, recently she has also collaborated with the band UDX, and she has done a music tour in Sri Lanka just recently in February 2023. And another accomplishment of hers is that at present she is the vice president of Sumi Music Forum. Quite a lengthy list of achievements. We are so honored and so pleasured that she could take her time out and be here with us in our studio. So she is Vinika Yeptho. Vini, thank you so very much for being here. We are really looking forward to have this conversation with you.
Thank you. First of all, I would like to thank the Hills FM team, your whole team, for having me here today, and I am so happy, and I'm also very excited to share my experiences with all the listeners. So yeah.
Thank you so very much once again, Vinny, for being here. There are you actually have a long list of achievements in your kitty already. Now, when did you realize that you wanted to be an artist in the music industry? Was there ever like a transition period where you were contemplating some other career and then you moved into the music industry?
Actually, I started singing at a very young age, and I think I inherited this from my father, who was also in a band like at his young age, and he loves music. He keeps playing music like every single day when we were kids, and I used to listen to those songs, and slowly I started practicing all by myself, and that's how I fell in love with music. And then I started singing in churches and stuff. After that, the turning point in my life was when my mother, she encouraged me to participate in the Voice of Nagaland. she brought me the registration card, and she told me to participate. At first I was very hesitant, but I just gave it a try for her sake. And then very luckily, and I thank God that I won that very competition, and that's where my journey as an artist started. Thank you.
So there was never a time when you were contemplating, oh, maybe I should change my career.
No, I wouldn't say that, because music was always my first love. I was not interested in anything else other than music, so there's no regrets. I'm happy with where I am today.
You have mentioned being the winner of Voice of Nagaland. I
Yeah.
believe it was in 2015.
Yes.
right? And if I'm not mistaken, you're very young back then. You were still studying, I believe, was it?
Yes, I was still studying.
How was it winning such a huge competition at such a young age?
It wasn't that easy because I was very young, so to say, and my academics were also very important. So I had a hard time at first. I felt like it was affecting my studies and all, but I tried to manage, and then slowly I learned how to manage both music and my studies. So I think that's how it is.
So can you tell us something about the genre of music that you do, or the genre of music that you're interested in?
I wouldn't say like a particular genre that I love or that I sing, because I usually sing any kind of genres, that is be it rock or be it Bollywood, be it R&B, soft rocks, whatever. I just try to cope up with all the genres. For me, it doesn't matter as long as it's good music. So I wouldn't give a particular genre as my genre or my favorite genre. It's just all the same for me as long as the music is good.
So basically, you can do almost all types of music.
Yeah, sort of.
That is quite. I cannot think of a better word than talented, because I believe there are very less artists who are able to move from one genre to another so quickly.
Yeah, thank you.
Now, you have done a lot of covers as well. You have performed quite a lot as well. Is there a YouTube channel which our listeners can subscribe and follow and maybe listen to your performance?
Yes, I do have a YouTube channel, and my channel name is Vinika Yeptho, which is just my full name. But you will find my videos in a lot of other channels also. And right now I have only 2 videos on my channel, and I don't know, maybe I plan to expand it. But as of now, yeah, you can check me out on Vinika Yeptho, my YouTube channel. Thank you.
Is there an Instagram account that our listeners can follow?
Yes, Instagram. My Instagram handle is Yeptho Vinika, which is my name. If you just type my name, I'll pop out maybe.
So Instagram would be Yeptho Vinika, and your YouTube channel would be Vinika Yeptho.
Yeah.
Yeptho.
Yeah.
Lovely. Listeners, make sure that you log into YouTube, listen to her covers, and she has said her covers and her performances are available in a lot of other channels as well. Or you can always log into Instagram at Yeptho Vinika. So, Vinny, I believe you're impaneled under TaFMA as well at present. So, how did it come about? Like, how is your experience so far working with TaFMA?
I am, very thankful to TaFMA for giving me a lot of platforms. TaFMA has sent me to places to perform. So I'm very thankful, because these days there are a handful of artists, and so many talented ones and so many upcoming ones. So the fact that they choose me to represent them in different parts in Nagaland as well as outside also, so I'm very thankful to them. I hardly remember like how it started, but I think as I stepped into my profession, it's been 8 years now, and I gradually, I started performing in various platforms. That's how they noticed me, and that's how, they started using me, and it only keeps getting better. So I'll just say one thing: working with TaFMA is like a very great opportunity for me, and I'm always thankful for that. Thank you.
Lovely, lovely. You were, I believe, also a member of Pretty Rhythm.
Yes.
Now, Pretty Rhythm, for our dear listeners, is a folk fusion band. It's a girl band. So how did all the members get together as a band? And even the name Pretty Rhythm, was there a brainstorming session that happened when you finally decided on using that as your band name?
Actually, I don't have a lot of stories to say about Pretty Rhythm because the band Pretty Rhythm was first formed by four of my friends. So one of them, unfortunately, she had to discontinue because of some since all of us were students. So because of her personal these things, she was unable to continue. So that's where I came into the picture. So I was in that band for like 3 years, and we had a great, time performing together, making music. So it was formed. I I don't remember because I'm like the new member. So the name Pretty Rhythm was coined. All of them together, four of them, they coined this particular name together. But I would say Pretty Rhythm was born in a church, Lomthi Church in Dimapur. So four of them, they used to sing together in churches where the church members and stuff, they encouraged them to form a band. That's how they decided to come with an official band called Pretty Rhythm. So that's that. Thank you.
Do you, at present, you are not
Yeah, I'm
attached
not
with them?
yeah.
You're not a member of the band anymore. But the few years that you have been working with the band, like, or what have you learned from it? Do you have any learning experiences from working as in a band?
Yes, I did learn a lot of things and experience a lot of things, good, bad, and I think this was my first time working with a band or as a group. So there were lots of ups and downs, of course. So, but anyhow, I think we've made it like this far, 3 years together, and we used to perform like once in a month or twice in a month, and we went abroad together as well. So that made us made our bonding even stronger, like both musically and professionally, and also uh, personally. So I've learned a lot of things from that band.
By abroad, I believe you mean the participation in the
Yes.
Northeast Festival in Bangkok, Thailand.
Yes, yes.
How was the experience? Participating in an international event.
It wasn't that easy because I think even for the four of us, that was our first time out of the country. So we had to grind really hard so that we don't fail anybody or we don't disappoint anybody. So we had to work hard every single day. We have to meet and practice, and it's a lot of hard work, to be honest, because we were all students, and having to manage time both with studies and music, it was really hard. But then I think at the end of the day, we it was worth the hard work and sacrifices that we made. We learned, we experienced, we explored a lot of new things, and we came back with a lot of memories. So I would say that was a wholesome experience.
That was once again your first experience in an international event.
Yes.
Now the band Pretty Rhythm at present, are they still together? Are they still performing?
Yes, they are still together, but I think they're taking a short break because two of them are married. One of them is a mother of two beautiful children now, and one of them just got married last week. That is the 24th of October. So I think they'll be on a break for a while, but I believe and I hope they come up with more music. They'll still continue to make music, and I wish nothing but the best for them.
Awesome, awesome. Now you are also one of the few artists who not only perform and sing but also write your own music. Now, writing is, at least for people like us who don't have much experience when it comes to writing songs, it's such a big deal, to be able to write something that you can sing. Can you tell us something about your creative process? Like, what inspires you and what topics do you usually like to write about?
Okay. Here I want to be really honest. I I do write songs and I've written a lot of songs, but it's just buried there in my room somewhere because I am a procrastinator and uh, there's a little bit lack of confidence in me. That's why, I feel skeptical about releasing my songs, which I've already written, I would say, in numbers. They have like 7 to 8 songs, including Sumi, Hindi, and English altogether. But I hope one day I get the confidence to uh, bring my thoughts into the music world. And my inspiration I get my inspirations from my own personal experience, be it love life or personal life. So I started writing music. I started gaining the confidence to write music when someone once told me that, whenever you're sad or whenever you're depressed or whenever you're feeling low, just take that as an opportunity and pen down your feelings. That's how I got the idea. And, if whenever I face something in my life, be it sadness, happiness, thankfulness, whatever, I just pen it down. So it's all there, but I hope someday it will be out for everybody to hear the story. Yeah, thank you.
Are you maybe contemplating releasing your own original song very soon? Can we expect that from you, our listeners?
Yes, my first original is gonna be a Hindi song. It's a love song, and that's already recorded. Everything is ready except the video is yet to be made, and I am expecting it to be out by maybe the first month of next year. So, hoping for the best.
But it's like everything is already done.
Yes.
Perfect. I think our listeners would really love to listen an original of yours actually, because some of our listeners, at least the friends that I know, they follow you on Instagram and they've listened to your performance as well. Some of your Hindi cover songs as well. So I think that's something that many of our listeners are looking forward to, and we wish you all the very best.
Thank you. Thank you.
Once again, just to remind our listeners, she'll be releasing her first Hindi love song. That's the original song of hers very, very soon. So make sure that you follow her YouTube channel and her Instagram handle as well. So this year, I think it was way back in February 2023, you did a music tour in Sri Lanka. It was in collaboration with UDX. Now, UDX is a totally different genre altogether, right, compared to what you usually perform. How did that collaboration happen? And how is it, working with different artists who is in a totally different genre altogether?
So, first of all, if any of them are listening right now, I want to say thank you to all the team of UDX, the manager, the technical guy, the sound, and the whole team for, making me be a part of them. I mean, they could have chosen anybody, but they called me and they asked me if I can join them for a tour in Sri Lanka. So I was very happy when they called me, because I know them from way back, but I never got a chance to meet them or watch them perform. So I was very happy. So I said okay, and then we started our journey to Sri Lanka. And yes, of course, their genre is a little bit different, but still, like I said, doesn't matter. It has to be just good music. That's it. So I tried to cope up with them, and then also one more thing that I loved about this trip was I was able to sing their own song, their own local song in their own land, uh, and I got a good response from them also. So that was one hell of an experience. So we got to explore a lot of things, experience. Like I said, whenever you go to a new place, you see things that you don't expect, and from there we learn. And I would say altogether it was a great experience. Thank you.
You have been in this industry for many, many years now. I'm sure you must have done tons and tons of stage performances.
Yeah.
But still, these days also, do you still experience stage fright sometimes?
Yes. Like, honestly, I do. Every performance, be it a big stage or a small stage, a big crowd or a small crowd, I always get a little nervous, a little anxiety before I, go up to the stage. But uh, I would confidently say this, that whenever I go to the stage, those stage frights and all the nervousness, all the anxiety and panic attacks, everything that they just disappear. And I feel like whenever I go to the stage, I'm right where I belong. So I just make it work. But of course, yes, I do have stage fright still till date.
I've come across many artists, especially musical artists, who, when they're up on stage, they are very smart, very bold. But when they are not on the stage performing, they're very quiet, very introverts. How are you when you're not performing on the stage? How are you as a person?
I would say it depends. Everyone has their kind of people. So I think for me it's like that. I I like to talk to everybody. I love interactions, but I am also uh, introvert sometimes. I don't speak much, so it depends on the environment and on the company. So it depends.
Is there any friend or anyone that you like to give a shout out to who has been your biggest supporter so far?
I have so many supporters, which I'm very thankful for. But right now, I cannot think of any, because if I could, I would have given a shout out to like more than 10 people. So I think I'll skip that.
So, all right, then moving on back to your musical career, right? Is there any particular artist, maybe here in our state or international also, that you love to collaborate with?
In our state, I mean, there are so many talented ones. I don't even know which ones do I want to really collaborate with, because if I get a chance, I would collaborate with everybody. But I think right now, uh, someone I look up to and someone I would really love to collaborate and work with is, I would say, uh, Moko Koza. Yeah.
And any international artists that you love to collaborate with?
That is uh, international artist, as in, if it means someone I look up to and someone who I want to be like, is, I would say, uh, Adele.
Oh, Adele, okay. What is it about Adele that you like? Her songs or performance?
I love the way she expresses her feelings and thoughts through her music. Whenever she performs, we can see her emotions, we can feel her emotions, and whenever we listen to her songs, it feels as if like we are going through that same uh, thing. That's why I can connect to her and to her songs. So I think that's why I like her musically, and both maybe the kind of person that she portrays out there. Yeah.
Now that you have mentioned Adele, I feel like you kind of look like her and you kind of sound like her as well. Coming back to Moko Koza, now he has been here in the studio and he has been a very great friend to our studio as well. Why would you want to collaborate with Moko Koza out of all the talented artists that you have mentioned?
uh First thing is, I really uh love the kind of person that he is in person. In reality, he is very humble, and we've met uh, quite a lot of times, like in shows and stuff. We've performed together. So as a person, I really admire him, his uh, and also I appreciate his music. He's very original, very authentic, and I think that's what makes me want to uh, sit with him and make music, talk about music, and come up with something. So yeah.
True, that's so true. He comes across as a very genuine artist.
Yeah.
So if you're listening, this Mokokoda, if you're listening, this is a collaboration that we would love to happen. We are really looking forward to it, and I hope that Vinny and you can work out and maybe come to the studio once again and have a conversation as well.
I really hope.
So we shall take a very short break. So when we take that break, we will be playing a song. This is Vinny's own voice, her cover. So listeners, enjoy the song. We shall be back very soon.
You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can find a fighter, but I see it in you, so we're gonna walk it out and move mountains. We're gonna walk it out, move mountains, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, I'll do it 1,000 times again, and I'll rise up, high like the waves, I'll rise up, in spite of the ache, I'll rise up, I'll do it 1,000 times again, for you, for you, for you, for you. When the silence isn't quiet and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet. Move mountains, and I'll rise up, I'll rise like the day, I'll rise up, I'll rise unafraid, I'll rise up, I'll do it 1,000 times again, for you, for you, for you, for you. All we need is hope, and for that we have each other, and for that we have each other. We will rise, and we will rise now. We'll rise again. I'll rise up, rise like the day. I'll rise up, in spite of the ache. I will rise 1,000 times again, and we'll rise up, high like the waves. We'll rise up, in spite of the ache. We'll rise up, and we'll do it 1,000 times again, for you, for you, for you.
right, listeners, welcome back. You are still tuned into 90 Point Hills FM. We are in conversation with the extremely talented Vinika Yeptho. So, Vinny, we were talking about how you were part of Voice of Nagaland. You were a winner back then.
Yes.
And years ago, there was this project Voice of Nagaland, right, where it was such a noble idea, and I believe you represented your community, the Sumi community, right, where you worked with so many diverse artists as well. So, how was the experience working with so many people in such a noble project?
We had a lots of hardships because there were too many people, too many tribes, and lots of ups and downs. But so grateful that at the end of the day, it all came out great. It was worth every ups and downs, every fight, every misunderstandings, and everything. It was worth it. And also, since I was the current winner that time of Voice of Nagaland, and this Voice of Nagaland project was related to that only, the same organizer and management. So I got to be a part of them, and I'm very thankful also. I would say it again. I like to thank people because wherever I am, every step of my life, there is someone or something that played a very big role. Uh, so it was a great experience, I would say. I got to meet a lot of people since you all know by now that 27 of us represented our own tribes. So I got to meet like each of them, got to know their culture also. So it was a great experience, I would say.
Did you, since you're representing an entire community, right, did you ever feel that burden or sense of responsibility where you have to behave a certain way, sing a certain way when you're especially working with people from other tribes as well?
Yes, that pressure was there. Uh, Honestly, I was worried about what if the song I'm singing like won't be, appropriate uh, to someone, like to a big person in our community, or what if I, mispronounce something, or what if my image, comes out as, not so decent, or what if they don't like this, what if my traditional attire is not exactly how it should be. So that kind of pressure was there, but also I was confident because I was not the only one. Everybody present there was the representative of their own community. So I tried my best. I took suggestions and advices from people. I asked if I should do this, if this is appropriate or not. So, yeah, that was that. Yeah.
Winning Voice of Nagaland way back, like years back, when you were so very young and still studying as well. Looking back, looking back at those experiences, was there anything that you would have done differently, or you wish you would have done differently?
I would say no, because even if right now I try to think about the things that I shouldn't have done, or I should have done this instead of that, I, the one thing that I regret a little bit is, uh, I should have worked more, you know, it's about my originals. I should have come up with written songs way back because I've been here for like 8 years now, and the fact that I don't have any original, it really disappoints my own self sometimes. What was I doing all these years? Why was I wasting my time and stuff? So that's the only thing that I regret, my lack of confidence. And other than that, I grabbed every opportunity that knocked on my door. So uh, I don't regret anything, or I would not like to change anything.
Given your years of experience in this particular industry, what suggestion would you give an upcoming artist in this particular generation?
I would like to start by saying that consistency is the key. If you have done something better today, if you have come up with the music, for example, and people love it, don't stop doing, Don't stop, there. Continue to make better. It should keep getting better, because if you have done something very good today, and you suddenly stop, or you come up with something, not as good as that one, your confidence will also slowly, decrease. So I would say, be consistent with your music, and work on yourself. So I would just suggest that.
Do you also notice any changes in the music scene these days, back compared to say 5 years or 10 years back?
Yes, I would say I can see a lot of changes. Back then, of course, we did have a lot of platforms and stuff, but back then the social media was not very popular. But these days, social media is playing a very important role in, you know, it will either make you or break you. That's the thing with social media these days. So I can see a lot of changes, a lot of upcoming artists, a lot of young talented artists coming up, and then also they're very lucky, I would say, because social media is there to help, and they don't hesitate to, show themselves or advertise themselves on social media, their talents. So I think through that they are getting a lot of platforms and a lot of names. So I would say the music scene has changed a lot, and also TaFMA plays a very important role in that also, because TaFMA is working every day, each and every day, to promote our own artists, be it in the field of pop, be it in the field of folk, or in the field of art. TaFMA is trying to, take us out of this, out of this hole, and just take us to a whole new another level. And it's giving artists the platform, like each and every artist, the platform to, you know, show themselves. And I think I think that's it. I would say that uh, music has come so far today. It's mostly because of uh, the background works that TaFMA is doing for us.
Indeed, a huge shout out to TaFMA here for supporting so many young artists and upcoming artists as well. And we wish that TaFMA will continue encouraging artists, be it in music, arts in general. Right? Talking about the VON choir, Voice of Nagaland choir, I believe you guys also participated in national TV shows like India's Got Talent, Dil Hai Hindustani as well. Now there you are competing with even more talented artists from all over.
Yes.
How was that experience?
I would say that was the first time I really came to know what struggle was, because we had a really hard time, and obviously financially also, and physically also. So when we were there, we had a good time. You know, we had a lot of good experiences. We met a lot of uh, great personalities that we only see on TVs every day. So that was a good part. And competing with the artists from, India, the mainland, or in the case of Delay Hindustani, competing with artists from uh, Kazakhstan, Russia, and US, London, people coming from all over the world. And it was really hard for us, because there's a big gap between uh, their their way of life, their way of everything, literally. But obviously talent has no this thing, we cannot uh, differentiate talents just because they're from a bigger country, or they're from a bigger place, more developed place. It's not like that. Talent is talent. If you have it, uh, if you have it in you, then there's nothing to be, afraid of, or you shouldn't be feeling small about that. So it was really hard though. So we worked really hard um, to be up there, at least maybe top 16 or top 10. So we practiced every day, but unfortunately we couldn't make it. And I would say uh, we couldn't make it because of some reasons which I cannot speak publicly, but it was very unfortunate for us. I would say, but overall it was a great experience. We know how things work in the uh, film industry, or the all these music industries that uh, we only get to watch on TVs every day. So yeah.
Was there ever a time when all of you as a team felt underconfident or conscious when you were performing with others? Was there ever a time like that?
Yes, very much. Our people, compared to other, I'm not saying we are the worst or we are bad, but our people have a little bit of shyness in us, and the lack of confidence. So uh, that was the problem, I would say. So we gave our best, and they also helped us uh, you know uh, build our confidence. So I think, yeah, we did had a very hard time competing with the people from like mainland and also different countries. So, yeah.
I do keep uh, hearing people out of our state. The most common comment that they make about, say, our artists is, you guys are so talented. In fact, so much more talented than people outside of Nagaland also. But there is a little bit of lack of confidence. You feel that you're not good enough. Do you see that in our artists as well sometimes?
Yes, I would say very much. And also I would say that to for myself also. uh, I don't know, that's the thing that we cannot ignore, even though I don't want to say that fact is fact. So yes, we have that thing in us that maybe I'm not good enough. They're doing so much better. It's no use even if I do it. So that kind of thing is there, which shouldn't be. So I've learned that over time, and at the end of the day, you do you, and that's it.
Would you ever consider going back to those national TV shows as a solo artist, competing as a solo artist? Would you ever consider doing that?
Uh, Honestly, I would say I get a lot of calls from them. I got calls from Saregamapa as well. I got calls from uh, the Voice of India, and I don't know how they find it, but like uh, I've got some offer to come and directly audition in Kolkata, in Mumbai, but I think as of now I would say uh, I'm done with this all these shows and stuff as of now. But maybe, I don't know, maybe in the future. But I feel like I could have tried, but I'm still not there yet. The I'm still yet to learn so many things in order to be up there in a huge stage and compete with among the people, the very talented people from different places. So yeah.
We genuinely hope to see you in national or international platform very soon, because we at Hills FM, we genuinely believe that your talent needs to be exposed even more. With so much talent here, I think it would do wonders if it exposed internationally as well. So we wish you the very best.
Thank you.
So Vinny, what's next? What can we expect from you? More songs, more performances?
Performances wise, yes. I keep getting shows here and there, so I think you'll most probably keep seeing me. And as for my music or my originals and stuff, I'm working on it now. So I would kickstart the coming year, next year, with my very first original, and after that I plan to keep it consistent. So that's my plan.
Lovely. So we'll be expecting even bigger things from you in the near future.
Maybe.
So Vinny, it was so good talking to you and
Thank you.
very entertaining listening to your experiences as well. I think our listeners, especially the ones who are interested in the music industry, they must have gained a lot of insights from your personal experience as well. However, for our listeners, once again, her YouTube channel is Vinika Yeptho. You can also follow her Instagram handle, which is Yeptho Vinika. And of course, there are a lot of other channels as well where you'll see her performing, her covers, right? Make sure that you tune in to her channel and her handle and continue supporting her. So, Vinny, is there any final message that you'd like to give to your supporters and our listeners?
First of all, I want to thank each and everyone who supports me, who have supported me, and who is still supporting me through my musical journey. And I hope and believe that you will continue to keep supporting me, because through this support only I gain my confidence, and I'm able to do what I'm doing right now. And I want to conclude by saying that, be yourself and don't try to be somebody else. Don't lose yourself trying to be somebody else, but work on who you want to be, and learn to ignore negativities, because when you learn to do so, you will start you will start noticing that things in your life are getting better and better each day, and that is coming from a first-hand experiences. So thank you guys for listening, and I really hope that you will keep supporting me, and also I will try to bring more entertainment and bring more surprises for you. So yeah, thank you, and thank you Hills FM for having me.
Lovely. Thank you so very much once again. So, listeners, there you have it. Miss Vinika Yeptho. Follow her on YouTube, follow her on Instagram, and she will be releasing her original cover very, very soon. So, we shall be eagerly waiting for it. So, listeners, I shall see you very soon in another episode with another conversation with another different artist. Till then, take care of yourself and keep listening to 90.8 Hills FM.
Welcome back, listeners. You are still tuned into 90.8 Hills FM, and that was a wholesome conversation held between our beautiful and talented guest, Vinika Yeptho, and our guest host, RJ Tula, anticipating that you guys have enjoyed. And make sure that you check out her Instagram account as well as Yeptho Vinika, and her YouTube channel as well. It is as Vinika Yeptho. Make sure that you hit the subscribe button as well. Anyways, since we still have some few more minutes left to wrap up our TaFMA program, let us listen to a couple of songs. The first song I'm going to play is called Back to You by Swavin, and that is for all my listeners who loves rock genres. And after that, a song called One in a Million by Tushi Yimkim will be played. So enjoy.
Take away this pain in me, 'cause I can go on anymore. For so long I've wanted to be free. On and on, days passing by, I need the strength to carry on. Let me feel that touch of grace again. Tried hard just to move on this cold, ever lonely road, but I know it's ending. He will take me all the way. So I'm coming
All the hits, all the time. It's Radio O'Clock. Get your groove on and feel the pulse of Dimapur city where music and life intersect. Get ready for your daily dose of entertainment only on 90.8 Hills FM, the station that keeps you company.
I know you're scared, thinking of our future. I know things wouldn't be easy as we think. They say life and a bed of roses. Sometimes we might fight over problems head on. Don't you worry, baby, we'll make a fortune together. And no matter what we go through, always remember, from the first day I promise I'll keep you safe no matter what. Even if the world turns upside down, I'll find a way to hold you. I would always wanna die in your arms. It's hard to find love like ours. It's 1 in a million, baby. I want love to hear your breath as you slip on the line. It always reminds me of the night I held your hands for the first time. I know I've been amazed, but you believed in me. I know for sure you'll make me a better person. I'm not worried, baby, we'll make a fortune together. And no matter what we go through, always remember, from the first day I promise I'll keep you safe no matter what. Even if the world turns upside down, I'll find a way to hold you. I would always wanna die in your arms. It's hard to find love like ours. It's 1 in a million, baby. 1 in a million. 1 in a million. 1 in a million. 1 in a million. From the first day I promise I'll keep you safe no matter what. Even if the world turns upside down, I'll find a way to hold you. I would always wanna die in your arms. It's hard to find love like ours. It's 1 in a million, baby. 1 in a million. 1 in a million. 1 in a million. 1 in a million. 1 in a million.
Alright, listeners, that's a wrap for today's TaFMA program. I hope that you have enjoyed the conversations and the songs. And listeners, if you have enjoyed today's program, not only that, but if you enjoy exploring our content here in our YouTube channel, then please do subscribe to our YouTube channel as well, and to give a like to our videos and share to your friends and families. 90.8 will be back with another interesting TaFMA program next Thursday as well. So stay tuned for that. Until then, stay safe. This is RJ Ayan signing off.
You're listening to 90.8 Hills FM Radio.
This is 90.8 Hills FM radio station, using our voice to rate your choice. Stay tuned.